Yo guys, and welcome back to another video, and welcome back to another Doctor Who update video. And in today's video we're going to be taking a look at a question which has been popping up recently and kind of discuss this whole thing. And the big question is Doctor Who Season 3 or Doctor Who Series 3 or whatever they've decided to call it cancelled? Because this is a big question that's been going around the fandom for the last couple of days, and yeah, I think it's quite an interesting one, and there's a couple of things that have led people to believe that this could be the case, and I'll be definitely going over them and sharing my particular thoughts on them things as well. So this is going to be quite an interesting video, and one that I'm going to go in a little bit of depth into in this video as well. So yeah, before we do get into this video though, please hit the subscribe button and turn on the post notifications. We're trying to get to 100,000 subscribers on this YouTube channel, and I'd massively appreciate it if you could hit that subscribe button and join this channel. And yeah, I think it would be really cool to grow out the Doctor Who fan base on this channel a little bit. Get some more Doctor Who viewers on this channel, and yeah, because I've got a lot of Doctor Who content coming very soon on this channel, as well as, you know, weekly Doctor Who videos now. I'm also going to be doing a couple of reviews as well on some Doctor Who products coming very soon, including the 14th Doctor Sonic Screwdriver, the 15th Doctor Sonic Screwdriver, and the prop replica of the 14th Doctor Sonic Screwdriver too, which will be coming at some point in the future. But with all that aside, also yeah, smash a like on this video as well. If you enjoy Doctor Who and you like Doctor Who content, smash a like on this video, and I'll definitely be making a lot more content in the upcoming weeks and the future. Yeah, but yeah, let's get into this video right now, and let's start off with the obvious sort of thing, which is Russell T Davies's comments on how Disney is essentially waiting until Season 2 is fully out and released to make a decision on whether they're going to fund Season 3. And yeah, this is quite an interesting one, but something that I don't think could particularly affect it too much, because in the worst case scenario Disney pulls out of the agreement and Doctor Who is then funded by the BBC and Bad Wolf Studios, and together they will fund Doctor Who no matter. Obviously you've got Disney, which are bringing a lot of money into the case and, you know, funding this production, and obviously doing a good thing for distributing it worldwide as well. So if Disney was to pull out, it would definitely affect Doctor Who, and I think it would be more though in the way of, you know, worldwide viewership, which is definitely a thing, because in the UK we can just watch it on BBC iPlayer, no problems, and as long as you've got a TV license, you're all good. But for the worldwide, you know, Disney Plus is the way to go in terms of streaming Doctor Who content, especially new Doctor Who content, you know, in the States and beyond, in terms of worldwide viewership. So yeah, that is quite an interesting factor that sort of contributes to this whole thing, really. And yeah, if Disney did pull out of Doctor Who, it'd definitely be sad to see them get less funding, because that's one big thing that has really improved in this new series that has just happened, is obviously the quality of the actual, you know, CGI quality in particular, and practical sets, etc. A lot of, you know, quality has been raised up a level with Doctor Who. So yeah, but I mean, other than that, what's really to say that Disney will pull out? Because, I mean, they fund a lot of other shows, and Doctor Who is definitely a show with a lot of potential, and a lot of potential success. Even though the viewing figures, which is a big part of this concern, are quite, like, they're not, like, terrible, but they're definitely some of the lower end viewing figures. I mean, they're not the lowest of the lowest viewing figures the Doctor Who have ever gotten, but they're quite concerning considering that it is a reboot. But you do have to take into consideration as well, not everybody is going to be watching it through live TV. Obviously, there's a lot of, people who would have watched on Disney Plus and BBC iPlayer, so you've got to take them figures into consideration as well. But it's definitely not, peak Doctor Who numbers, which is definitely a lead to concern for a lot of fans of the show as well. Another thing that I would say as well is Disney cancelling The Acolyte. And obviously The Acolyte is a Star Wars show which was recently cancelled due to its low viewing figures and just massive, a lot of people didn't like the show, and me included. I didn't think it was anything near to a strong Star Wars show, in my opinion. I think a lot of the episodes did drag, and a lot of them were not really that great in terms of Star Wars and Star Wars entertainment, especially when you compare it to something like The Mandalorian or even like the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, which, both of them series have done miles better than what The Acolyte has done. So, yeah, they cancelled it, and a lot of people thinking because Disney pulled out and cancelled The Acolyte that Doctor Who Season 3 is automatically going to be cancelled because of its viewing numbers. And you've got to take into account as well with this whole decision, and something that I haven't seen a lot of people talking about when talking about this whole decision, is that The Acolyte had a budget of $180 million, which is a hell of a lot for a series which essentially done quite bad in comparison to all of the other Star Wars series out there. So I feel like it's a much easier decision to just pull The Acolyte and cancel the show than it is to cancel something like Doctor Who, which has only had its first season, hence why I think Disney are wanting to wait until the second season is released before they do make a decision, because they haven't really given it a fair, a fair chance. And to be fair as well, most shows thrive best in their second and third seasons than they do in their first seasons. So, talking statistically here, Doctor Who probably has a better chance in its second and third season. And I mean, there's a lot of things that do come into the picture as well. Like, we haven't seen any Daleks or, any really, really iconic creatures from Doctor Who as well. So, I mean, if we haven't seen a Dalek episode, which tend to be the ones that do some of the best viewing figures, I don't think that Doctor Who's the rebooted series has had, a particularly fair chance. And I definitely say to give it a couple more seasons, see how it does, see how it performs, and then obviously make the decision. But obviously that is up to Disney and not me or any other companies in that sense. But yeah, speaking as a fan as well, you gotta think as well, they're commissioning a spin-off series, which is The War Between the Land and the Sea. I've done actually a video on The War Between the Land and the Sea, and that obviously being a spin-off series. If you want to go ahead and check them out, them videos are on my channel. You can go ahead and check them out right now if you haven't already. But yeah, why would they commission a spin-off series if they weren't planning on at least considering commissioning a third season? Because it just wouldn't make any sense. So, I mean, I think it's more likely that it's going to be commissioned and that they're going to go ahead and create a third season. I do think that this could potentially cause a little bit of a delay and a slight gap in production. But, I mean, best case scenario, we get a third season and it's all good. But yeah, I think that's basically all that I have got to cover on this whole video and this whole subject. So I don't think that Doctor Who Season 3 is going to be cancelled anytime soon. Although there is still that little chance that it could be. I do think that it's more possible and more realistic that it will be commissioned for a third season. So yeah, that was my thoughts on this whole video. So if you enjoyed it, thank you very, very much for watching this video. Please comment, like and subscribe. As usual, smash a like on this video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button because we're trying to hit 100,000 subscribers on this YouTube channel. I'd massively appreciate it if you could hit that subscribe button. So yeah, basically that's the end of this video. Thanks for watching. Comment, like and subscribe as always, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.